saying? And I don't even got to do an interview with Joe Rogan fake ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gone, just outie. That's a perfect word because you know what I'm saying. After you fight, then you gotta if you win, you gotta go and Joe Rogan got to do an interview with you and most likely he's been talking crap about you the whole time on how you don't throw no leg kicks and I don't know why he don't throw leg kicks. I'm like, cause Joe, I'm fighting a wrestler who wants to take me down really bad. That's why I ain't throwing no leg kicks. I don't know what he's doing. He's so one dimensional. He's so one dimensional. Like and he going off about jujitsu the whole time, and then that's what I dread. I'm like here comes Joe Rogan, and to be all faking your face like he done talk, like he just picked apart your whole game, like he's like the best fighter in the world, and he knows everything. He knows every decision you decide to make, and you know what I'm saying, why he's sitting there commentating and watching you. That's.
How would a fight with you and Joe Rogan play out?
I think I beat the shit out of Joe Rogan. Long as he don't get me to the ground because his jiu-jitsu is really good.
Yeah, he's got good jiu-jitsu.
That's what I know. You know he got good jiu-jitsu because he's so biased against jiu-jitsu guys. You can hear it in his voice. Whenever a guy is a jiu-jitsu fighter, Joe Rogan might as well be like playing the rusted trombone, like he's a jiu-jitsu guy.
My goodness.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm sick of people putting their like, oh, he should do this, he should do that. Like, everybody's not the same. If everybody was a jiu-jitsu fighter, it'd be a boring ass sport. Some people like to stand and bang. Some people like jiu-jitsu. I don't knock people who like jiu-jitsu. When I watch, some people like to wrestle. You know, sometimes it get boring when people just wrestle all the time. Let's say, spice it up. I don't knock. Only time I knock on people is when it's boring. Like even sometimes people stand up gets boring. You know, that's the only time I knock on people. But I don't think you should talk down to or I think you should be like neutral. Like I'm telling you guys a story. When I used to fight in Pride, go back and watch Pride. You guys go back and watch Pride. Watch Boss Rudin and Stephen Quattro's commentary. Those guys were my good friend. You couldn't even tell it from when they talking when they doing the commentary. Even though we hung out and we laughed and we hung out outside of work sometimes. Me and Steven Quattro's and Boss Rudin sometimes we're good friends, but when I fought, they wasn't biased towards me. They wasn't, they did their job, and if I got hit with something good and stuff like that, if I was getting my butt kicked or something, if I got my butt kicked, they'd call it out, or if the other guy was doing good, or if I was doing, they just wasn't biased.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Towards skills and anything like that. That's the way it should be. That's all I'm saying. Like, walk a mile in my shoes. I'm the fighter. I'm the one that have to go through the training camp with injuries, and I know I shouldn't do this maneuver, but I'm not gonna go and tell everybody like, oh, I'm hurt here, so I'm not gonna do that. But then have some commentator like say, oh, he should do this, he should do this. Like, you just want to look at the cage and while you fight and say, shut the fuck up.
Can you ever hear him talking?
Sometimes you can hear him because Joe Rogan got one little girly high ass voice and shit like that. You can hear his ass sometimes. Just want to tell him shut the fuck up sometimes. Like, man, well, you come here and you do it. Let's see you kick this motherfucker who want to take you down. Shut the fuck up. Call me one dimension. Man, people can call me one dimension all they want. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. At the end of the day, it's my fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's my fight. It ain't their fight. It's my fight. You know what I'm saying? I trained for this fight. People forget. I did Muay Thai fights. Right. I went to K1. I did jiu-jitsu tournaments. And you know what I'm saying? I wrestled. Like one dimension, okay. You want to call me one dimension, okay. Kiss my ass. Because I go and fight, and I like to put on a sight and fight, and I like to have fun. So what if I'm not trying to take people down, trying to ground and pound them all the time, or trying to kick people? You don't know what injuries I got and nothing like that. I'm still fighting and to make a living and to entertain people. So once you guys know exactly what's going on, shut the fuck up.
Oh, one-dimensional or not, no matter whether people believe that or not, you put people to sleep in that dimension. So
I try my best.
Rampage Jackson's mad at me.
Why?
I don't know. It was an interview. It was an interview.
Oh, yeah, I just read it. Yeah.
Well, I was watching. It was just, he used to call me fake ass, and he was saying that.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, he was saying that all I want him to do is throw low kicks, and the reason he doesn't throw low kicks is because he's fighting a wrestler, you dumbass. And look, man, I love Rampage. Yeah. I don't mean to be rude when I assess things. I'm just trying to objectively try to figure out how this guy could be doing better than he's doing. When I look at a guy like Rampage, I'd look at a dude he's fucking, first of all, one of the most exciting fighters of all time. You go back to his fights in Pride, like the Ricardo Arona fight, or the Kevin Randleman knockout. Remember that Randleman knockout? God damn, the slam on Arona. I mean, so many. He had a lot of great fucking fights in Pride. You know, Rampage. I like him a lot. I like him as a person. I enjoyed hanging out with him. I did a thing with him for the UFC once. We drove around in his he has this giant monster truck with his face on the side of it and shit. It's fucking awesome. It's hilarious. It's all lifted and shit. And we drove around, and I even trained with him. We went to the gym and trained, and we filmed everything. We went and got chicken together, and we went to Popeyes. He's cool as fuck. I like him. I don't mean anything when I'm trying to like. When I'm judging a fight, or I'm not judging a fight, but when I'm doing commentary on a fight, all I'm trying to do is sort of objectively assess what I think someone could be doing differently to try to get themselves out of a spot if they're not winning, or if I'm just trying to commentate. It's not. I'm not like critiquing the guy's soul. I'm not like breaking down who he is as a person. I like the guy a lot. You know, when I'm doing commentary, is just my objective opinion. That's all it is. It's not that I don't like the guy. I just wish the guy wasn't mad at me. You know, when I tell him to throw leg kicks, it's just because he has awesome leg kicks. Oh yeah, and he's like, I'm fighting a wrestler, dumbass. Like I know. I'm just saying, man. He landed a few, and his leg kicks are fucking badass. Right. I would like to see that if I was in his corner. You know.
When Rampage is mad at you, is that something that you should be worried about? Like if you're out and you see him somewhere and you're like, oh, hi.
I would talk to him, and I think we'd be cool instantly. I'm not a bad person, and he's not a bad person either. He's just upset, and he's sensitive, and he's also got the toughest fucking job on the planet. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress involved in being a fighter, you know. And the last thing I want to do is add more pressure and add more stress. All I'm doing is trying to I'm analyzing the fight. That's all it is. Right. It's just I have to be objective. I can't protect someone's feelings, you know, at the expense of doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is sort of analyzing what's going on. You know, and some people say I'm biased, and he was saying that I'm biased towards jiu-jitsu guys. He was making like I was sucking dick. That was cute. That was funny. It was funny. It was good. He was animated and shit. It was, you know, he's a funny guy, man. He is a funny guy. Like Rampage, but if anything, I'm more biased. I always say towards like really aggressive strikers. Like Vanderlei Silva is my favorite all-time fighter. Really? Yeah, I think so. If I had to pick like one guy, like the Vanderlei in Pride, because he was so wild, man. Just every Vanderlei Silva fight, you know exactly what the fuck you were getting into. It was like a Tyson fight in that